Hello everybody and welcome back to the post-match reaction on New York Talk. Lads, first win of the season to talk about. How giddy are we after that?
Very giddy. There's lots and lots to be happy about in that performance. Obviously, results and result. But that first half of football was some of the best football I can remember us playing. You've got a team who've just come this season. I think we're unbeaten, if not they won all the games, and they look like a rabbit in the headlights. They look like they didn't know what to do with themselves. And there were obviously parts in Leicester last week when it was a similar conversation. But yeah, it was one of those games where I don't think I could say he was amazing. I just thought as a team, it was a fantastic performance, and we deserved it. It wasn't a 2-1 plucky win. I think overall we were the better team and earned those 3 points.
I will say at times I sort of forgot that we were winning, if I'm being honest, because at times it felt like we were trying to chase the game, especially in the second half. It's like we were trying to chase the game and grab a goal, but I was like, hang on, we're winning 2-1 here, and we were still pressing for that third goal. It's a completely different team, both in personnel and in energy, to the team that lost 6-1 and the team that lost to Leicester, really, even though it's the same lineup as the Leicester game. So Mick, what's changed? Do you think we've all just hit the ground running today, or do you think there's just something that's changed in the team ethos?
I think it's starting to gel. That's all. They're starting to get their heads around what Matt Taylor expects of them, and certainly in that first half, we were by far the better side. You know, as a neutral, if you didn't know the league positions, then the team in red would be the ones in third. However, the second half, we took our foot off the gas and they started to show a little bit of quality. But, you know, I said it on the podcast before, they're another one of these teams that fanny about the ball and don't really do anything. They're not very effective, or they weren't, let me rephrase that, they weren't very effective today. Certainly. You know, they had loads and loads of the ball, particularly in the second half, created one chance. That's it. The rest of it, you know, was just bang average, really. So it's a fully deserved win in my view. I think on the balance we were probably the better side over the 90 minutes, although like I said they did come into it in the second half, but it's because they're starting to get their heads around what Matt Taylor expects of them, and there's some quality players in there.
It's like we've said, you know, that there's been sparks in all the games that we've played this season, really, and there's not really been any fire yet, but I think today we saw the fire, especially in the first half, because it almost looked like Norwich were a bit shell-shocked at times, how we just played round them so easily. But we'll go to Lemmy goal to begin with. I think that's his first senior goal, and if it is, what a way to back him up. My days.
There's good news and bad news for him. The good news is he's scored his first career goal. The bad news is he's already scored the best goal of his entire career. He's peaked. Sorry, Dexter, but you've peaked in terms of goal quality. You watched it back, obviously you watched it live, and that's a great good finish. Then you watch it on big screen, and it was proper postage stamp. It was unstoppable. And he deserves it. He's a defender, so he doesn't deserve a goal for his play, but he does deserve a goal because again he just plays very, very well. There's so much to like him. I think he's tired again. I think he's maybe got to manage his workload during the game because I think he goes 110%, and I think it leaves him lacking in the last 20 minutes or so. But that's a minor thing to criticise somebody for. We've got a hell of a player there. I know he's only on loan, but we've got a hell of a player. He's going to have some career, that lad. And if that's the technique he's got to strike a play, he tried doing it again 10 minutes later, I think. Yeah. And that shot got blocked. Look, we've got goals coming from everywhere. We'll talk about Hugo. Hugo got a goal. We've got loads of goals from midfield and from Fred and Adoffin. We've now got a goal from right back. That's impressive. We're not tied down. If Hugo's not scoring, we're in trouble. No, we're all right actually. We've got goals coming from other places.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, we're sort of coming down both channels as well, isn't it? It's like, I mean, I think it was Odima who actually hit the post and we got a corner for it.
He had no right to get that shot.
No, he didn't at all. But he's coming down both flanks and through the middle, and that's such a positive sign that now we are starting to see where the goals are coming from. It was the question in pre-season, where are the goals going to come from? And now we're seeing it, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, and you get a striker in there that adds 10 goals as well. You're absolutely laughing. Which Hugo can do, and I've no doubt Nombe can do that as well. So he looked quite lively when he first came on. So it's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's great. It was nice to see that the Norwich manager knew everything there was to know about Rotherham United, as he pointed out on social media, which seems to have gone very, very well as it happens. So well done, Mr. Wagner. maybe you should start looking at other teams, actually looking at them rather than just asking the Sky Sports pundits what they're all about. You got what you deserve today, mate. Because if you're going to come here, and if any team comes here this season and expects to take away 3 points, they're going to be in for a bit of a shock. There's no doubt about it, because of the way that Matt Taylor's got this team organised, the way he's got them playing, and the passion and fire that they've got in their bellies. I'm saying that now, come the middle of November when it's a Tuesday night and throwing it down with rain and we've lost 1-0 to bottom at league, might be a different story. But at the moment, it's absolutely. It's great, love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic to have a clean sheet at half time as well, and to be winning. Fantastic stuff. We'll just touch on Norwich's goal briefly. Do you think is there anything that could be done better with that, or do you think that's just a shining championship quality moment from Norwich and you just have to go, all right, yeah, fair enough?
I don't think we defended it very well. I think Dexter and Cam Humphreys got mixed up a little bit with each other, and I don't think you should allow him to. We should be allowing a player to run through quite that easily. And again, I think Victor might, possibly, I'd have to say it again, but might have wanted to get a hand on that. I mean, he came out towards it and unfortunately couldn't get a hand to it. But we've got to stop that at source.
I noticed that Victor came off his line quite quickly today. There was a couple of moments where it were a bit, whoa, what we're doing there. But there were other times where he came out and really effectively defended the ball, even though he's a goalkeeper. Maybe that's something that they're trying to work on in training, for him to come out and really be a presence out there, but also not to be played round, shall we say.
Yeah, we've seen this in the past from Victor. I mean, it was a mistake at the time of the Portsmouth game where he tried to come out and clear in League One, but it's his way of trying to impact the game, which as a goalkeeper, you normally only impact the game when your defence is as a mare. So this is Victor trying to slow the game down, take the ball out of the game. And he did it excellently. I mean, the one at the end, I think he got a second grab, but he got it. It doesn't matter. He got it. Not all of those are going to pay off. Not every keeper in the world is going to make a mistake. But Victor took the pressure off us. There was 3 in injury time. There were 2 or 3 in injury time, and we know how dangerous Ashley Barnes can be from set pieces. Mick Levis talk about Ashley Barnes on podcast tomorrow, so tune in for that, Ashley.
Tune in for that, Ashley.
But Victor, he just takes the pressure off us. Cam's not going to worry about it. Blackett's not going to worry about it. Victor come and takes it, and he took a hit today. He took a couple of hits today.
Yeah, he did.
But the way he does that is crucial in just managing. It's game management, isn't it, essentially? I am just rambling now, so I just love Victor.
And he loved it at the end, Victor, as well, didn't he?
I love that.
I love it when players celebrate wins like that, because it shows how much it means, not just to the fans, but to the teams. But
100%.
Speaking of players, I think a special mention needs to go to Tyler Blackett. I thought he was immense at centre-back today. Absolutely. He was like a brick wall. Yeah, there were very little that went past him. And like we've said, Hugh Gould finally got his goal. I even said, I dare you to chalk that one off.
Yeah. We'll talk about some podcasts, but that was a stunning goal all round. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We haven't got time today, but that was a stunning goal all round.
Yeah, it was indeed. Overall thoughts on the referee's performance? I thought it was okay.
The good thing is quiet. It was very, very inconsistent. But I can forgive the minor inconsistencies. He didn't fall for any of their stupid dives in the box. He got the big decisions right, and I think that's good. Yeah. And I'm not sitting here thinking I can't believe he's refereeing at this level. I didn't like the way he spoke. It looked like he spoke to Oliver. He was just very dismissive of Rathbone a few times, which I didn't like. But again, pretty minor things, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Tom Eaves nearly got a chance at goal as well. Just fumbled it a little bit with his feet, but playing with a bit more confidence, I think, Eaves, isn't he? And then we'll touch on Nombe's debut briefly. I don't think he quite did enough to really have an impact on the game, but he certainly put himself about, and he's bloody quick, isn't he?
We play in a specific way, don't we? I think we're playing in a specific way which takes time to get used to.
Yeah.
I don't think, whereas in Paul Warren's team, you just, you go on and just run. Just press the defenders. We pressed in a really clever, in today, certainly a very clever press, which is going to take time for Nombe to get used to. There's the makings, the initial steps of a good player, isn't there?
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt, he's got pace. He's strong. We just remains to be seen how well he reads the game and how he can impact it. Like Danny said, didn't manage that today, but that really wasn't his job. I guess we were in defensive mode, weren't we? So promising signs, I think.
Definitely. Now, answer this honestly. Did you think we'd pick up our first win of the season against Norwich?
I honestly, I kind of had a sneaking suspicion that we would.
I did as well, to be fair. You know, it was just one of them. It's like
It just
no.
felt, you know, they've started the season really, really well. They've not lost a game. You know, they come in here on a high. The manager thinks that we're just a long ball, all-fit team. All those things kind of conspired to make me think, you know what, we could surprise these today, and that's exactly what we did. It's great. I mean, it's fantastic, but it's just one to kick on now, isn't it? So.
46 points left.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly that, and that's the only way to look at it, really. I guess in the cold light of day, but performance-wise, overall, excellent, top draw, mate.
I'd agree. Anything else to add on to that one, lads?
I don't think so.
I've got one thing to add. Jade, you have to come every week now because it's your first Rotherham game with me, and we've won. So Jade, you're coming every week now, by the way. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. We'll be back for the preview, the review of this game, then a slight rest, and then the preview of the Huddersfield game. Yeah, your voice went then.
It did. It only just recovered from Leicester game, and then we went and did that.
Oh dear. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you again soon, guys. Take care.
Up the Millers.
Up the Millers.